Yo, guys, it's Old Man G here, or Los Blancos right now, back again with another live stream. First and foremost, before I introduce the guests, I must apologize. I've not really been live streaming that much for a few reasons. The first is just work has been very, very busy, changing hospitals and all that. And second, to be honest, I'm not really an internationals merchant. There's really been like no football since the Queen situation internationals. So we will be getting back to our regular sort of routine as soon as the United derby starts, and obviously the World Cup build up. But before we get into, if you're new to the channel, to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio, follow us on Twitter and X, and smash the notification button. Now, without further ado, I want to introduce Eddie and Samasi. Eddie, Samasi, thank you for joining. How are you guys doing? You okay?
Doing good, man. I don't think I've been on your channel for quite a bit now, so it's good to link up with you again, man. Thanks for having me on.
And Samasi, you all right?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm all right.
So.
A little bit depressed because of Bayern's situation and Germany playing crap. I have a feeling that Nagelsmann is getting sacked.
Ooh.
So in October, so it's gonna be a winter of discontent.
So do you think that if Nagelsmann gets sacked, do you think
it's
that
just no
Thomas Tuchel will replace him?
Tuchel is not coming.
Is he definitely not coming? Is he
definitely?
You
don't want that sexy football from Tuchel. Eh?
No.
You know what I mean?
Our problem is our attack. How is Tuchel gonna solve our attack?
Well, the thing is that was also Chelsea's problem. But then Tuchel came into Chelsea, won a Champions League. So maybe if you sack Nagelsmann, Tuchel will come in and win a Champions League as well. Is that not possible?
It is possible, but look at how Chelsea play and look how we play. They are different entities, so no, definitely not. I take Zidane. I take him. I take Zidane.
You take Zidane. Good, right? Okay. Let's just quickly get into it. Really. So this is actually the top 10 United Players Weekly show. For those of you who obviously were watching the show, you're aware that I did do these occasionally. I'm trying to get them back somewhat, where we just look back at how I essentially review how United players have been over the last week. So I guess in the case of this, because this is the first kind of episode for this season. We'll look at all the games up until basically United last played, but then in subsequent episodes, it will specifically be in the week that the United players have actually sort of played. So we'll look at, shout out to all those in the comments as well, by the way. Go shout out to Matthew, man. Hope you're doing well.
Yes,
And
yeah.
Ants, man. Shout out to you, man. Really appreciate you joining the chat. So we will do these basically in like numerical order 10, 9, 8, etc. 6, just looking at who we think should be in Manchester United's top 10. So I'm just going to quickly scroll down. Obviously, we've got our keepers here just for a review for the people who want to be aware of the squad. These are obviously our keepers: De Gea, Tom Heaton, Martin Dubravka, and Radik Vitek for Czech Republic. Okay. Victor Lindelof, Phil Jones, Harry Maguire, Raphael Varane, Dalot, Luke Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, Brandon Williams, Axel Tuanzebe, Tyrell Malacia, Lisandro Martinez, Tendon Mengi, Tyler Ferguson, Fred, Bruno Fernandes, Scott McTominay, Garnacho, Pellistri, Donny van der Beek, Christian Eriksen, Casemiro, Zidane Iqbal, Cristiano Ronaldo.
What have they done for Iqbal though? Where's the no profile picture?
I don't know exactly. I think that's bad. That's bad.
That is bad.
This is the Premier League though. Jadon Sancho, Anthony Elanga, Martial, Shola Shotier, Anthony, and Charlie McNeil.
It's not a racist thing because McNeil is a white boy.
Isn't there exactly?
And
Radek, exactly. So I'm gonna get shout out to Matthew says Southgate out. Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
Yes,
and Joe, what's up? So before I get into it, actually, like 10 at number 10. Oh, sorry. What's his SMB says? Yo, SNG might be right. None of these teams look consistent. Exactly. That was my point yesterday on Have Hope's channel. That was my point.
It could be a surprise World Cup winner.
That's what I keep on saying, because people like, I know England are were playing garbage, and I've watched Eddie's video with his reaction to England getting relegated. But I'm like, I don't know many teams going to the World Cup that are playing amazing, sexy football. Like
Spain?
Most European teams, Spain are playing garbage. Spain are looking very bad. Like there's
I don't think that other people's incompetence kind of gives England benefit of the doubt. That's what I'm feeling from your debate there. Your point.
No. Just that like people. It's just that like
I think
people say England are gonna get a lot, and they might, but it's like I can't think of a single team. The only teams that look good going into tournament are the South American teams. But I don't know if I'm saying that because they've underperformed so badly in recent tournaments that because they now look good, it's like they're looking good relative to how they've been, as opposed to actually been good. So but that's my take. I don't know what other people think before we move on.
I just say one more point. Yeah, I just think because I've looked at the squad. I've heard other people's opinions, especially Matthew, who's in the comments as well, saying that this is a team that has good attacking players, and that pragmatic manager in there is not getting the best out of them. Yeah, so that's the big main issue for me as well. I want to see the potential realized for a country that invented the game as well. Yeah, there's a lack of heritage. We know that, but come on, it's time to build some heritage then.
Southgate plays Skywalker as a centre back. Come on, man. Come on. It's bad. He should be out.
But I mean, he's been England's most successful manager, though. He got England to a semi-final and a final.
This is what I keep hearing, man. I mean, he had favourable draws. He was playing people like Panama, Denmark, Sweden, all of these kind of guys. Croatia. The only big team they've really met is Italy in those tournaments, and then they lost to them anyway. Or Germany, but come on, they were dusted by the time that England met them, innit? Yeah, Samasi, that wasn't really a good German side. I mean, the manager was on his way out. It wasn't a good team.
Didn't France lose to Switzerland though?
Yes,
and didn't the Netherlands lose to Czech Republic? Wasn't it? I think
a lot of players are just overplayed.
Yeah, I think it's that as well. It would be a fatigue tax as well. But I just keep feeling that you're just saying that everyone else is bums, so therefore it's kind of okay for England. That's what I keep feeling from what you're saying.
No. I'm just saying that even though England, just because England bums doesn't mean that England aren't going to do badly at the World Cup. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Because really, like, you know, you'd expect them to top the group in the Group B, and then you have like what? So you have 4 games to final: round of 16, quarterfinal, semi-final, and final. So, you know, what is the expectation of England? Is the expectation of England that they win the tournament? Is that they get to the semis? Is it gets to go to quarters? Because if it's because they get to the semis, then really they're not going to play anyone hard until the quarters, which will be against France. And after what Pogba has been spouting out, I don't even know what's going on with that French team. That French team is going to be a mess with what's going on there. So I don't even know. So you could flip a coin as to who I think is going to win that game, depending on who Pogba's cursed. So you know, it's you don't know.
Argentina or Brazil.
That's
my favorites for the World Cup, because
on,
all the European nations look just bad. So I think maybe this year it will be a team from South America.
Right, we've taken like a 10-minute a detour, but we do need to actually do a show on World Cup predictions. You know, so stay tuned to that. Let me just see who's in the chat. Sorry, yeah, Matthew's in the chat saying, "Look at level competition he was up against. Germany Monday will batter England."
They're better. I can't.
Samasi, if they don't, Samasi, if Germany don't batter England, and Timo Werner misses open goal and England win, what will you do? What will happen?
I will break my neck in half. Timo Werner is getting on my last fucking nerves. All right, I can't do this. He's a total disaster class. He's class A, okay? He's class A. He's a total brick. He annoys me so much. I never seen a player who misses open goals so much like him. It's just bad. He's no player, okay? When you play with him, it's like playing with 10 players.
It's like playing with 10 players. So SMB says England is like an Atletico Chelsea. Their star will struggle in a league format or in a group stage when you accumulate points. England's built for knockout games. If they didn't get out of the group, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, you expect England to get out of the group. You know, it's gonna be a difficult group because Wales are gonna be competitive, USA are gonna be competitive, Iran are gonna be competitive. You'd expect them to get out of the group. When they get out of the group, when it gets to knockout, at the end of the day, the best defense wins the tournament. That's what I think. That's why I always prefer the group stages in the World Cup, because as soon as the knockout phases come, it's all about who has the best defense and who can like basically stop the other team from scoring. That's about it, really. You know, and at the end, the games end up getting a bit boring, or who can hold onto the ball. In a one game, Paramount start in a one game, Paramount will be better. Look at this Real Madrid team that just won. He sat back under pressure. He said in contact. Of course they can. Of course they can. Of course they can. Of course they can. Brazil struggled to break down Argentina Lobo and Copper Fine. You guys underestimating how England defends. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's you know, everyone is saying that Brazil and Argentina are going to do something, but they're saying that based on their attack. The only reason I would maybe give that the Argentine Brazil team is doing better is because I think defensively they have improved. You know, that's why I don't think France are going to do anything, because I still think France's defense is shaky. But we'll see what happens. I think we've just lost Eddie, so hopefully Eddie will be back. But I mean, Samasi, going back to, I guess, the top 10, looking at those United players, and I'll just sort of scroll down here. If you have to rank in terms of, okay, like let's say 10th position, 10th best player for United from what you've seen as an outsider, as a Bayern fan, who would you put at position number 10? Ooh, Sebastian, you there?
Yes, number 10. I think, oh, Jesus. My 1 to 5 are actually defenders, so maybe Scott McTominay. He played. Okay. Uh, Scott McTominay has earned his title useful prick. He's a
Okay.
useful prick. So I would
Mm.
say number 10, McTominay maybe.
Yep. I think SMB actually agrees with you, and I actually would agree, and I'll put that in my thing. Scott McTominay. I mean, I guess this goes to good coaching. But yeah, I think there is a case, there is an argument that McTominay is number 10. So much so that because I thought that as soon as Casemiro came to the team, that McTominay was going to be benched. That McTominay was going to be benched, and then that was it. There wasn't going to be no debate. But McTominay so far hasn't done anything wrong. Matthew says McTominay's earned top 5 is keeping Casemiro on the bench. We will come back to it actually, because maybe McTominay could potentially be higher, because 10 seems to be quite low. Because I make an argument that McTominay has had up till this season probably.
The problem is with McTominay, I don't trust him. I don't trust him that he's gonna bring a disaster class, and because of him, United's gonna lose the game because he can't keep the
But
ball.
based on what he's done so far,
On what he's done
so far in this season games.
Wait,
like
I'm gonna watch. Maybe 9th.
Let's
9th or 8th.
Let's come back to it. Let's come to it, because maybe McTominay could be D10, but let's maybe come back to it. I might switch things up a bit. Because because the likes of, say, for example, Fred and Ronaldo haven't really had an impact so far for Ten Hag this season, because they've not been playing. Likewise with Van der Beek and so on.
Yeah.
Victor Lindelof, Maguire, Jones, all those are out.
Ronaldo in top 10? Is he though?
I mean, if we're looking in no particular order, if I'm looking at the 10 players that have really been doing something for United this season, right?
It's Varane.
So in no particular, exactly. So I'll bring in De Gea, because he's done his thing. Okay, it's Varane. You're right. It's all the defensive line. So Varane, Dalot, Malacia, and Martinez. So that for me is already 5. The back 5, including the keeper, are in there. You can include McTominay in there.
Part from United, your defense.
You can include McTominay there, yeah. Christian has to be in there, so that's 7. So McTominay, Christensen, 6 and 7.
I would say Sancho has to be there.
Sancho, you could put him as an 8. Then you could probably have to include Rashford, given the goals that he scored. I would say that makes a 9. And then maybe you could probably put in Anthony. It's going to be either Anthony or Bruno.
Or Martial. If Martial
Martial's been injured. Yeah, if I'd stayed fit,
that's his problem. He's always injured. I don't know what's wrong with him.
He needs to be sold.
Maybe pop up Kirsten with the goat.
It's possible. It's possible, because as you've been seeing, if they're French and Pogba doesn't like them, then you'll notice.
Oh my God! Have you seen the video H posted? Maybe the United PSG game. Maybe it was a curse.
Yeah,
maybe it was a curse.
I already know it was a curse, because that's basically been Lukaku's only star performance in the Champions League so far. So when was Lukaku scored a brace against a big team in a knockout CL game? It's not happened. So, and he did it against PSG. So I already know that it was real. It actually was real. What's it saying? Diamonds is playing up. I'm trying to remedy it now. I'm able to come back. No problem, Eddie. Take your time. It's all good. We'll keep on streaming. So yeah, those what I'd say would be it. I would say, I'm just trying to think. Anthony over Bruno, Samasi. What do you think? Anthony over Bruno?
I think
I think
It's
whoever
got to
gets
be
this should be
Bruno.
should Bruno or
Has
Anthony.
Yeah,
Okay.
because he played more games
Mm.
and had more better performance in his games. Anthony had just one good game.
Mm. So I think then, based on that, I think Fernandes should be 10. I
Yeah,
think Fernandes just comes in because based on those things, I think actually Bruno Fernandes should be 10. Oh, Mike says Anthony. Fair enough. Um, because I think I think he just comes into this. I think he just comes into it.
maybe in a few weeks he will be better than Bruno, but
It's possible. Um, Especially if because he just comes to the Premier League, he just signed. Because I don't think Bruno has started the season well in terms of improvements, but he has had a few assists. So what can you say?
yeah,
What can you say? I think if you're looking at number 9, based on what we've kind of almost kind of gone through, maybe 9 is 9, because I think for me the way I see it is that the top 5 have to include some people from the back 5, De Gea and
yeah,
the Bruins, and also Ericsson. You can make
yeah.
an argument the top 5. Well, the top 5 are the back 4 and Ericsson
Maybe the back. I would say the back four without Dalot
in top
because
5
yeah,
without Dallo. Really?
I he's the weakest link. Let's face it, he's the weakest link. But
Okay, go on. Okay, yeah, go on, go on, go
I
on.
would I would put then Christensen in Dalot's place, and maybe I would say Sancho because he really performed well, and I think with the progression Man United are making,
Mm,
because Sancho is a player who's good when the game is not at is slower. When
mm,
its game is slower, Sancho is better as a player. So
mm.
I think uh, when Eric Ten Hag his can have his system in, he will be really good.
Okay, fine. Okay. Um. So, do you think? So, just want to. Ooh, I think Eddie's come back. I think we brought Eddie back. Give me 2 seconds. That's. Ooh, not that. Eddie, are you with
Yes,
us? You're back.
yeah. My internet's a bit intermittent right now, so if it gives up this time, it may be a rep. But I'm going to try and stay in for as long
No,
as I can, guys. Anyway,
no worries, no
yeah.
worries. So, just in case you missed it, we basically kind of obviously starting with our top 10. We put based on the score. We put Fernandez at number 10 in terms of 10 best performer, and we're thinking, if I'm in agreement, Sanasi, that Sancho would be number 9. Oh, Smashy there.
Yeah. I would say I had Sancho higher. I had him on 7, but number 9 is okay.
What do you think? What do you think, Eddie? Eddie there?
I
I don't
think
know.
he's
Was he frozen? He's gone. It's just he looks so serious and it's gone. I didn't know it's in my internet or his, but like it looks like we've lost Eddie again, man.
yeah.
So, oh, sorry, man. Sorry. If you can hear me, put it into chat, but we'll put you back. Right, okay, yeah, we've probably lost Eddie, unfortunately. So sorry, buddy. Um, uh, Matthew says 10 Anthony, 9 De Gea, 8 Varane, 7 Bruno, 6 Rashford, 500, 4 Delo, Tommy, Martinez, and 1 Ericsson. Okay, that's a good list. That's a good list. It's a good list. So Matthew, so who did you have as number 9 if it wasn't Sancho?
You're gonna hate me for this. I don't rate Dalot. I don't rate him. I do not know.
Oh, what, Matthew?
I I
Man,
feel I
come
find him
on.
prickish. I find him
Come
prickish.
on. I mean,
I,
at one point, to Matthew, at one point you rated Werner. At one point, you said this was the star boy of Germany, and look what
Uh,
happened. You can be people can be wrong.
uh, okay, wait, I'm gonna change my list. So when I do this, um, it would be between Sancho and Fernandes. So Sancho, Fernandes. I will. I put Fernandes at 9.
All right, okay. So if Fernandez is a 9, because we put him at 10, but if
Oh,
Fernandez is yeah,
damn.
because we put him at 10, yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
then I
because
have to put Sancho there. Then I have to
Sancho.
put Sancho there.
Okay, right,
Cause
okay.
so wait, I have to change my list.
Um, so at number 8, I I would say at number 8 that I would probably put I'm tempted to put, not tempted, but I think look, Rashford.
Yes, I have Rashford at 8.
Rashford at 8. Okay, we're in agreement. We're in agreement. I mean, improving,
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 but not at his best.
not at his best. Exactly, exactly. So
He has the potential to come
mm,
back.
mm. And also with him picking up, being injured, taking time. I think it was against Arsenal. It's gonna be a bit difficult, I think. Um, so yeah, I would probably um I would put Rashford um at number 8 personally. I think, like you said, he's got potential,
Yeah,
but it's the
he's
consistency. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And whether he has that consistency or not going into Ten Hag, I don't know. I'm ten. I think the thing that concerns me with the Rashford situation is more the fact that Ten Hag seems to be wanting him to be his main striker,
Oh
and
no, he can't. He can't
exactly.
be.
I
Martial is. Uh,
the
if Martial is fit, he's gonna be the main striker, I think.
It should be, so, but unfortunately, I just don't see Martial being like fit enough. So Ten Hag is gonna have to, we've got two in quote number 9s. One of them can't stay fit all season, Martial, and even Rashford, even when he can be fit, he still has his own injuries. So United don't really have a fit consistent number 9. Unless you're gonna unless and whatever people say about Ronaldo, like Ronaldo is the only one that can do that consistently, because and United fans are going to have to rely on Cristiano Ronaldo to do the business. If he doesn't, it just is what it is. So actually, Smash, before Alina, just quickly, just give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. But like, if you just speak to the audience and like, who do you think should be number 7? I'll be right back. Okay.
So that's me alone. So on number 7, I have made my list. As number 7, I have um, De Gea. I have De Gea as my number 7. He has done a good job, but uh, he has not done the greatest because he didn't really need to uh, catch a lot of balls because Man United's defense was just good. So I have him at number 7. So
Sorry about
I
that,
don't.
everyone. Sorry about everyone. So yes. So you're saying Smash? Sorry, go on.
I had De Gea as number 7.
De Gea 7. Yeah, I don't disagree with that, to be honest. I might have had him a little bit higher, but like that Brentford game was brickish.
Oh yeah, that Jesus have mercy against Brentford.
That Brentford game was
Yeah,
very,
and he
very
really needed
brickish.
to didn't do a lot of catches because Man United's defense is so good. So I think number 7 is quite good for him.
Yeah, he's. I think he's recovered. I think he's recovered after that event. But yeah, no, that was
By
way.
the way,
Mm,
can I say Maguire's excuse that the Gea can't speak English is such a dumb excuse
Wait,
because
when did he say
dude,
that?
no, he said he hasn't had the communication skills. That dude, you're just bad. Doesn't he blames everyone but himself?
Yeah,
It's just bad. And as a
yeah.
captain, and I don't know what the source close to Maguire is, his sister or something. It's just annoying.
It's it's dumb. It's dumb. I have not put Harry Maguire in my top 10. I don't know anyone
Maybe the
who
worst.
has.
Is he the worst Man United signing ever?
No, 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 no.
He's in top 10.
They've
He's in
been.
top 10.
There is an argument for top 10. There's definitely an argument for top 10. I won't disagree with that. There is definitely a definitely argument for top 10. But do I think he's the worst player? Nah, I think that's harsh. I think that's
He,
harsh.
the problems with most Man United players, they have no mentality.
Mm,
If they're good, they're good. But
mm,
if something goes wrong, they just falter.
mm,
That's the problem.
mm. No, I don't. If I'm honest, I don't. I don't completely disagree with that. To be honest, I really, really don't. Um, right. Let's look into top six. Um, sixth. Um, is it? Is it what do you think, Samasi? Sixth. 'Cause if De
I
Gea is seventh,
it's
who do you have?
it's McTominay.
McTominay. I wonder who's in your top five then. That means Dallow's got to be in your top five at least.
Oh, I
Okay.
forgot about that.
Who
Maybe
do you have in your top five? Do you have Ronaldo in
I
your top
have
five?
no.
Okay.
I have the two center backs,
Mm-hmm.
Ericsson,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and Malaysia,
I see that's four. Okay.
and
That's
one
four.
of uh, I and between Dalo and uh, wait, it's because I changed my
Oh, your number. Okay,
yeah
fine. Okay.
because we changed it, so I have to look again. But yeah, that's my top three haven't really changed, so that's good.
Okay. Okay. So I guess sixth. I mean, because you got to have doubt. Got to have all the defense at least in the top in the top five, and then
Yeah,
maybe add in Ericsson.
it, uh, United's defense really surprises me how good they
Hmm.
are.
So probably six. You put in maybe McTominay.
Yeah, put
McTominay or Dallo, basically.
yeah.
Is what we're going to.
My God, who thought that McTominay uh would be useful?
Oh,
I
sorry.
can't believe it. McTominay, one of the worst Man United players in recent years. Look
Go on.
how good of a manager Eric Ten Hag is.
Well, that's what I mean. That's the benefit of having good management. At the end of the day, like United need a good manager, and that is the benefit of having like good management. You need a good manager to come in and do what you need to do, basically. And that's what he did. Whether people like or not, I don't know, but he did it. You know what I mean? Um, so I guess going into fifth, I mean then it's Dallo then. It's Dallo then.
Yeah,
Would you agree?
I
Yeah.
don't personally rate him, but put him in there.
I mean, you accept that with Dallo, that with Dallo, you've seen the improvements. You've seen
Yeah,
how
I accept
he's
the
improved.
improvements, but he
Mm.
was shocking last year.
He
I
was.
really just awful. So yeah,
Like, he was bad. I'm not doubting for a second that Dallo has not been bad, at all. But on the Ten Hag, he's been
he's
awesome.
yeah,
Is
he's
that is
been
that?
very good.
Mm,
And I want to say, Eric Ten Hag did what a lot of new managers do. They
mm,
really, he thought you could do a system with his players, and then he
mm,
saw this
mm.
two shocking results against, was it Brentford and
And
Fulham?
Brighton.
Brighton. Oh
Mm,
yeah, Harry Potter. I thought I
yeah,
forgot about that.
yeah.
And
That
he
was funny.
thought, okay, they can't play my system. What are the best attributes of every player? We're
Mm,
gonna play a very defensive system, and we're gonna use our strength, but is the an attack is their speed,
mm,
and we use to counter. And it's working right now.
mm,
So you're gonna get the results, but uh, it's gonna come the day that he's gonna uh, let go of a lot of players to play his system. So I don't think mctominay is surviving next season. This season, yes, but next season, no.
you don't think McTominay will survive it this season?
Next season is gonna be Ten Hag ball, and McTominay can't play Ten Hag ball.
Fair enough.
So
Fair enough. Well, let's literally go to the top. In fact, I've actually found like it's so funny. I've actually found the so let me just switch for a second, guys. Um, I've actually found the tier list, mate, for the actual United squad. For some reason, I couldn't Google it, but actually searching it, could find it. So this is the presentation mode, guys. So we're now on our top five for United Players Weekly. This I'll be using this from now on, by the way, guys. So because the tier list is actually better. Oh, Albert's kind of big up RDS. Goat was on fire today. He was indeed, man. He was indeed. Thank you for coming back, Albert, man. I appreciate it, man. This is an impromptu show. Hopefully, United Form will be back tomorrow as well. If not tomorrow, then definitely Monday. My streaming obviously has come down a bit just because of work, but also because of the lack of football. But don't worry, we will build up to the Manchester derby. So make sure you stay tuned for the Manchester derby preview and match reaction as well. May even do a watch along. I may do a watch along as well. So stay tuned for that as well. So let us look. So I'll just put this back here actually. So because Samasi, you can see that, right?
yes, I can.
You can see that. Okay. So obviously this actually is the United squad here. So top five, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So um, in fifth place, who would you have?
I have,
Oh, we had Dallo, didn't we? Was it
yeah,
Dallo? Is it? Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
the
So,
weakest of the uh
so there we go.
four.
Okay.
Yeah,
So and what about fourth place?
it's Malasia.
Okay. And what?
He really surprises me with
Hmm,
his performance. He's really good. He's really consistent.
hmm,
Eric, and he was considering the market cheap.
hmm, hmm.
47 million?
No, not that. 15 million. We only spent 150 million on the guy. 15 million from final. Not even 20 million.
Oh my god.
No.
50?
Yeah,
50 million?
one
Wow.
five, 1 5 million for this guy. Like so massive. Put it in context. Bayern spent how much on what's his name? Delit? How much
I
did
don't
Bayern spend on
know
Delit?
who that is. I don't know who that is.
What you really don't know who that is? What you really
I
don't know who
really
that is?
don't know who that is.
Are you sure? Because he plays for
Yeah.
Bayern Munich, doesn't he?
Oh,
I think he
Jesus.
does.
Listen, sometimes I get enraged when I see Bayern transfer. Some are good and Bayern, it's always 50-50. You're gonna get a cheap, really good player,
Mm,
and then you get the brick,
mm.
who's not really cheap and high priced like the league. But we take the good with the bad in Bayern. So
Yeah, De Ligt is a Dutch CB. Oh yeah, I know. We're just comparing. Well, Matthew said De Ligt is a Dutch CB. He's a quality player. Do you think he's been quality for Bayern, Samasi? Was he worth
he's
that money?
been quite good. As sometimes they have him and Upamecano have both the Bozo gene. You know what Bozo gene is? They
No, I
play
don't.
really good games,
Mm,
really consistent. No, and then they make a massive mistake when the opposition scored.
mm.
So Bozo gene, both have them. It's really annoying.
Right, we're getting to top three now. We are getting to top three. Top three. Okay, top three. Who's it going to be? Of the remaining, because I think that I would probably put Lisandro Martinez at third.
The same. I have the same. I
Yes,
have Martinez and Damafri.
yes. Let me just find out where this dude is. Where are you, Martinez? Just somewhere
You
here.
know he has. You know what he
Who?
has. What some Man United players like a mentality has the right
Mm,
mindset and mentality.
mm,
So
mm,
and he's a really good defender and is really intelligent
mm,
and can tackle clean, not like McTominay. So really good. And he's
mm,
worth his money. So good
mm.
for Man United. And he's really young. How old is he?
I think, is he mid-20s? Let's have a look. I think he must be mid-20s. He's, yeah, 24. 24.
That so not he's getting in his prime, so he's just getting better. And center backs, the older they get, the better they get. So you
Not to
can
mention
keep
the
him.
fact that this idea that like he was going to be bad because of his height was absolute nonsense. You know,
Graham Souness, you can suck it. I hate Graham Souness. I don't know what the problem with Pogba is. I don't know what his he had some of Man United's players for no reason at all.
he's a Liverpool. He's a Liverpool. That's why. So I get it from
Uh,
that point of view because he's ex Liverpool manager, ex Liverpool player. So I know that based on that agenda, he will always hate Manchester United players. That I know for a fact because he was born in an era where Liverpool dominated England and Manchester. And so to see Manchester being successful, so that's why I'm like, when people say what Souness says, people need to understand that Souness is a Liverpool fan of supporter through and through, and does not ever want to see United succeed ever. So that's basically his mindset, you know. However, he's obviously wrong about Lisandro Martinez so far. Um, you know, that partnership between Lisandro Martinez and Varane is
it's
part of the
really
reason
good.
why it's a good
And
partnership.
really balanced. It's really
Mm,
balanced. So that's
mm,
the
mm,
uh,
mm,
biggest problem Man United had, the centre
mm,
back pairing.
mm, mm, mm.
Maguire and Varane were just bad.
You
So
know, I go on, yeah, yeah,
because
no, I agree. Go on.
Maguire has not the intelligence to be a centre back. I'm sorry.
Mm,
He can't really read the game.
mm,
He's always out of position. It's
mm,
just bad with Maguire. So
mm,
it's Martinez is really good. Number 3. He deserved
mm.
it.
Right, number two, and I'm assuming we agree on this as well. Um, is Varane?
Champions
Do we
League
agree?
Varane is back. Who thought it last year? I said, oh, Real Madrid were right to sell him. He's a total brick. No, he played besides the brick, the
Mm,
fridge, Maguire,
mm,
and that's why he looked so bad. When
mm,
every Man United player was bad last season, it was just
mm,
the worst season in Man United's history. So I don't really. And it was his first year also. So Varane is looking very good. He's looking healthy. I hope he stays healthy for Man United's sakes, because if he's gonna get injured, Maguire is making a comeback, and I don't want to see that. So he was really good and really calm. So and he has all the experience in the world. So he's gonna be really good for a few years.
I think that the main thing with Varane. I mean, even last season Varane was solid. I think the main thing with Varane was just his injury, being injury prone.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
a
the thing,
big problem.
and I do think that this season and this is why Maguire has to keep on playing, because at some point Varane is going to be injured, and when he is injured,
A lot
Maguire
of
most
French
likely not going to come
players, a lot of French players are getting injured quickly.
in. Yeah,
Varane,
I do.
Martial,
Samasi, what are you trying to
Fernandes,
say? Samasi,
Coman.
Samasi, what are you trying to say? What exactly are you trying to say here? What's your meaning
I
behind what
don't
you're
know.
trying
I don't know what you mean. Maybe it's a curse. By the way,
Oh
if
man,
the Pogba
it's
story was
it's
true,
it's
it would
it's
be hilarious because
it's
come on, man.
it's it's bad, man. I mean, you know what? 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 Um, you know, if Mbappe gets injured before the World Cup and Pogba goes to the World Cup, okay, I don't care what anyone says. People will say that the curse is real. They will say the curse is real,
Oh my god.
100%. No matter
H
what you believe, they will say it's HH will have a complete and utter
meltdown, a
meltdown.
meltdown.
A
If
complete and
it's
total meltdown.
the prodigy get injured before World Cup,
Yeah.
he's gonna get the meltdown of the century.
It'll be over. It will literally be over if that happens. It will be over. So I hope for Mbappe's sake and for the French players' sake that it's not real and they actually go and do something. But we will see. We will
Yeah.
see. So and finally, just as we round things up, I'm assuming number one for people in terms of
Yes. Yes.
performance is this man here. Now,
Underrated.
absolutely. I mean, you could make an argument that this guy, this player, is the signing of the season so far. Was
How
a
much
free
money did
nothing. He was a free
oh my
transfer.
god,
He was a free transfer to Manchester United. A free
Tottenham
transfer.
are such bricks.
You know, most teams. I
Tottenham
mean, I'm looking at this Ericsson. I'm like, this is he was free. So you mean to tell me that Chelsea, that Spurs, as you said, that even teams
Tottenham
Tottenham, that even teams like Barca, even wouldn't have been like,
Bas
hey, let's get
yes.
this guy who's a creator. Let's get this guy. He's free. Let's get this dude. He can still do some stuff. And Manchester United came in and said, and to be honest, I actually thought that Ericsson was just going to be a replacement for Mata, and just be a squad rotation player, and see what happens. But the reality is that without Ericsson in this Manchester United team,
There would
United
be no
don't.
creativity.
There's no creativity. Creativity is dead. Bruno is not a creative. Well, he can do some things, but he's no one as
He
creative
has
as
not the
Ericsson.
vision Ericsson has.
Exactly.
Ericsson, when you see him play, always scanning the whole field where to pass.
Hmm,
So he's such a good and intelligent player. That's the
hmm,
biggest thing. You need in midfield a player who's intelligent, who can anticipate the pass, who
hmm,
knows where to pass. That is
hmm,
Ericsson for Man United. So he's
hmm,
really good. And he
hmm,
can keep the ball and doesn't really lose it. So
hmm,
he's a
hmm,
really good player. And he was for free. And I know he had the biggest scare in the Euros. And he recovered. It's a really great story. So we should do a documentary, Tim.
yeah.
Like how he recovered, went
Hmm,
to Frankfurt,
hmm,
played so good in Frankfurt,
hmm,
and then went to one of the biggest clubs in Man United, and
hmm,
become Man United's best player.
Mm.
Wow.
No,
Christian
exactly.
Eriksen. Put
If this
respect to his name.
exactly, man. If this dude somehow managed to win a trophy in his first season, I think you're right. I think there'll be a lot of people that'll say, because as you said, people have kind of forgotten already what this man has been through. Because he's playing a football, it's like this man almost died. People can need to remember this. Like the way that people like I judge Ericsson differently because I'm like, this man almost like do people understand? This man almost died. He literally almost died. And all of and going through all that psychologically, mentally, stuff like that, you know, must have been insane. So to go through all of that and then and obviously not play football for a while, then to return, to get fit, to come back, is insane. But he managed to do it, and not only do that, but come into Manchester United side and be Manchester United's best player. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane. So
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think that if we're talking about a number one, it's got to be it got to be Christian Eriksen.
Yeah.
And
He's so good.
and we'll see what he because is he in the world? He must be in the World Cup squad, right?
He should be.
Mm. He must be in
I'm
the World Cup squad. He's got to be surely. Like as far I mean as far let me just double check that is Ericsson in the World Cup squad because if he's not then
shame on them.
yeah I mean World Cup squad yeah he is. Ericsson returns to Denmark squad. He's been recalled to the Denmark
Ah,
squad. Yeah, okay.
good for him. He
Yeah.
deserved it.
Imagine if Germany had a player like that in their team. Who knows what would happen?
Ex Gundogan and Kimmich are really good players.
They are.
Our midfield is not really our problem. It's our attack. It's our attack. Our defense and like in Bayern, our
Mm.
midfield and our defense is not the problem. It's our attack. So
I thought you
I
had.
don't
Do
know
you have
what's going.
not have Kai Havertz in attack as well?
Let's not speak on it. Let's not speak on it.
Let's not speak on it.
If
Right.
I speak, I'm in big trouble. Crazy Chelsea fans are going after me.
I was told what I was a Chelsea fan that said that he was the German version of Zidane. He was the German Zidane. I'm
Oh,
not gonna name his
Jesus,
name.
Deck.
I'm not gonna name his name, but he
Our
knows who he
best
is.
midfielder in Germany is Gundogan. Our second uh, good midfielder is Kimmich and then Goretzka.
Mm,
Havertz has no place in playing in Germany
mm,
in the midfield, so
mm. Right. Well, Samasi, thank you so much for joining the
no
Tottenham
problem.
United Players Weekly. Really, really appreciate it. And thanks to those who are watching and get involved. Oh, SMB's a comment just quickly says, Samasi, don't you think 2024 Euros is more priority for Germany?
Yes, it's in our. It's in Germany, or Euros are in Germany.
It's the
Fine.
2024 one is in. Let me just double check. Where was it? Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's in
it's in
Germany.
Germany. It's in Germany. It's in
Yes,
Germany.
I want
Yeah.
to win. Yeah, I want to win it
Mm,
badly. It's
yeah.
by the way, I'm going to every Germany game
In
because
the in
it's
the
yeah, I'm going to every Germany game
Yeah, I might even if I've got some time tomorrow, I might even go. Might even take some
because
leave and go for myself.
listen, I can go there with the train and be in uh sometimes 2 hours and some by flight in 2 hours I'm gonna be there.
Mm.
So it's gonna be a great summer 2024 for me.
No, well, it's only be a great summer
Oh my God! If we,
if Timo
yeah,
Werner is not your striker. If he's your striker, then
that brick, he puts shame on Jamie every time I see him play. Cause we had actually great strikers. We had always great strikers. Besides this generation, we had always great strikers. Klose,
Oh yeah, yeah,
Gomez,
good. Yeah, yeah. These are
and
good.
now this brick. I blame Pep Guardiola. I blame him for that. He's on a false nine. did that to Germany.
Big up to Matthew saying top stripping more. Big up everyone on the show and chat. Thank you so much, Matthew, man. Thanks so much.
Thanks,
I'm always
Matthew.
I'm always really as much, even though my channel is still quite small and I've not been as consistent as I would like, I genuinely do appreciate the people who do come and watch, who like the vids, who support the channel, who are members, etc. It really means a lot because I feel like it means that it motivates me to continue to always make content and support the channel, so even if it's only a few people that watch, the fact that you do and the fact that you get engaged in the chat, etc., it really does mean a lot to me. It really, really does. So thanks everyone. I won't forget it. And SME says, RDS, you should go to America, the World Cup in 2026. Ooh, I don't know about that, bro. America's a scary place right now. So
Yeah.
I might relax on that for
Especially if someone from your color, because
well,
the cops there, the police there are absolute garbage.
well,
My cousin went there. They interrogated him for 2 to 3 hours because he has a foreign. He looks like an Arab, and that's why the 3 hours he was there and interrogated him for no reason at all. They're just bad. America, you suck. You really, really suck.
No disrespect to many Americans that are gonna be watching this,
Americans
so
are some of the nicest people, but America and their system and their police system sucks.
remember it's called soccer. It's called soccer, Samasi. It's
No,
called
it's
soccer.
not.
So
We
no,
all know.
it's called no. Well, we know it is because that's what Todd Bowley calls it for Chelsea. Okay,
But by
it's
the
Chelsea. It's Chelsea Soccer Club. Chelsea Soccer Club,
for
not Chelsea Football Club anymore.
4-4-3, 4-4-3.
Oh, fourth. Oh, wow. Okay. 4-4. Okay.
By
Four.
the way,
Okay. Sorry, go on. Yeah,
can I
Robert.
say thank you to the football community for the Harry Potter memes? They are just hilarious.
Leave Harry Potter alone. Leave it. Yeah, exactly. Soccer. It is Chelsea Soccer Club. Okay. Henceforth, now it is Chelsea Soccer Club,
Oh,
not
Jesus.
Chelsea Football Club. So, but
Chelsea
anyway,
are in
yeah,
trouble. Let's face it. They are in really big trouble.
that'll be Chelsea equals. Oh yeah, new London Cowboys blue. I think that's what the name change
Blue
is going to be.
Patriots.
Someone
Blue
said.
Patriots.
Blue Patriots, that's it. Chelsea will be renamed London Cowboys soon. Yeah, so some parts of America and some of the safe places on earth, but that's it. Arsenal the safe place on earth. Yeah, no, of course. I don't doubt that at all. And Matthew, big up to you, mate. Yeah. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Samasi, as well. Really appreciate it. Hope to see you on
No,
further shows.
no
United
trouble.
United Forum will be a bit more open because we'll be able to discuss. To be honest, on the United Forum, we usually discuss things that aren't related to Manchester United. To be honest, so yeah, stay tuned for that. If that should be tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then it'll be Monday. Remember, guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter and X. Smash the notification button. Have a nice day, everyone. And cheers. Peace.
Bye.